Measuring G by 3/4 with a couple of light gates, well, it couldn't be easier really. So light gate 1, light gate 2, interrupt card, and we know the length of that is 76mm. Data logger, computer. Light gate is going to measure the time for which the beam is broken, so there's an LED on this side and a receiver on this side, and as the interrupt card falls through, then it's going to break that beam for a certain amount of time, and therefore the computer is going to be able to work out the speed at A, then at B. This is the initial speed, this is the final speed. So this is an equation of linear motion. It says final speed squared is equal to initial speed squared plus 2as, the acceleration and the distance. And we know the distance between those two light gates is ½ a meter. I'm just going to rearrange. First of all, move the u squared by taking it away from both sides. Then move the 2 times the distance by dividing both sides by 2 times the distance. Now I can get my numbers and plug this into here, and that should give me A, which is gravitational acceleration. So here we go, the final speed was 3.4, squared that, taking away 1.2 squared, over 2 times 0.5, which is divided by 1. And that gives me 10.12 meters per second squared, which is quite close. The true value is 9.81, and a GCSE 10 is good enough, so that rounds to 10. I'm quite happy with that. Obviously there's a bit of random error, so repeating and taking averages would help. Also, you could work out a percentage difference from that true value, which is a way of gauging how accurate your experiment has been. So that's my measured value. 9.81 is the true value, therefore the difference is 0.31. 0.31 as a percentage of 9.81 is 3.2%. So that's not bad in the lab, in a school. That's quite accurate really. I'm looking for anywhere kind of below 5% accuracy in my experiments in the lab.